Now you have to understand that there's a difference between self-confidence and God confidence. In the God confidence, we begin to realize that, oh my goodness, no matter what I go through, God's got this. No matter how high or low I am, God is faithful. No matter if my plan doesn't work or does work, God's plan will always work. No matter if my faith is kind of shaky or not, God will always be faithful. Our trials lead us to our testimony, and our testimony begins to build our God confidence. And then guess what? To get stronger in that God confidence, we go through it again. Some more time with God. Then we move into a trial. Y'all, the more I realize the pattern of trials throughout Scripture, the less likely I am now to just be like, oh, I'm trying to get out of this. No. God, do what you gotta do. I mean, it's hard. Like, don't get me wrong. It is hard sometimes. But the more you realize that in this process, God is building God confidence in you, the more you begin to realize all of this is happening for your good, the better and better and better and better that God confidence builds and grows. And you begin to realize that God is doing a shift in my life. Come on. God is doing a shift in my life. So I can begin to look at the trials and say, yeah, you know what? When I was functioning under self-confidence, I was focused on my ability to get myself out of this thing. How do I get out of it? But now that I'm focusing on God confidence, I can remind myself, God is doing a shift in me. Come on. God is doing a shift in me. Think about it. King David, when he talked about God and God's ability to deliver him from the lion and the bear, that is why he was able to stand up against Goliath, because he had God confidence. The entire army of Israel couldn't stand up against Goliath. Why? Because they were trying to rely on self-confidence, and that thing was a little shaky. But David said, no. I've gone through trials with God. I've seen how God has delivered me. I've seen how God has made a way for me. I've seen how God has rescued me. So I stand boldly in front of this giant to say, hey, I have God confidence. I have God confidence. And so there's a shift happening in their trials. There's a shift happening right now where you are and what you're going through. The trials are evidence of the shift from self-confidence to God confidence. And when that trial is over, you'll have something to hold, and it's your testimony. And it's in that testimony. Whoo-wee, come on. It's in that testimony that I have developed a God confidence. And that is what God desires for us to have. He showed Moses when they were conversating. He's like, Moses, you don't have to focus on what you can and can't do, because I've got this. And so if you find yourself on an up and down cycle like I was, wondering how you can rev your own self-confidence back up, I challenge you to be okay making the shift from self-confidence to God confidence. Start to be okay saying, you know what, I don't got this, but God does.
Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you'd like to see the entire Bible study along with the printable study guide to go with this video Bible study, be sure to download the Beloved Women app in the Apple or Google Play stores, or visit belovedwomen.tv to study the Bible with me and all your beloved sisters around the world. I look forward to connecting with you there.